lovelies. And I thought we would do a nice little video for my design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. And it's getting to that season time. It's getting nearer Halloween. And Tracie has got new kits out ready for Halloween. And I thought today I'd just come along and just show you one of my ideas for using her Creep on Playing Cards kit. I mean, coming up as well in a short while, this is the other kit I'm going to be using, and but that will be coming up. But for the time being, look at these, they're so cute. Creep on Playing Cards. So there's loads to choose from. So you get the lighter colour cards. Look at them, so cute. And then you get darker ones. I've started cutting them all up ready, look. The darker backgrounds. And then you get a purple, a green and a orange, like a fleur-de-lis design that comes with the kit as well. So they can go on the back. And actually, you know, once you've got those three, you know what I'm like. I like to mix and match all my kits of Tracie's and do all sorts with them. So, yeah, I'm loving those pages. So what I thought we would make today is some Halloween party invites. That is my thought there. So I've done my little prototype and I've got one of the cute cards there. And what I've done is I've stamped the blurb for on the back with a little stamp set that I've got. So Halloween party invite, and then obviously the time. And if you're having a different date to the 31st, you'd put that on there. So I did these, I inked round them. David scanned them in for me and then I printed them off. Well, the first one came out massive like that. And the others are fine, but they're a little bit too big. So what I've done is I've got to re-ink round them. So we've got a little pile of those. So stamp yourself some back. If you haven't got a stamping kit, you can just put some paper on and write on it. But I just liked how that looked. And I just put, 7 p.m, 31st of October, 2023. And then the dangles. So if you didn't see the dangles that I made on Monday, inspired by Twisted Paper Studio, go and check that out. And I'm obsessed with making them now. So everything's going to have a dangle. Everything from now on will be having a dangle for a while till I go on to something else. I've got this twisted a minute. Let me just get this. I've put it back on the wrong way around. I'm sure I have. That's that. That has to go in there like that. Oh, fingers and thumbs, aren't I? There we go. There we go. And then for our dangles, what I've done is the original print I did on some handmade paper. And you can see that these are just the little scraps. I've inked round in black soot. And then I've used the smallest setting on my crocodile, my pokey tool, and put a little hole in the top. I've then got some scraps out of the big beautiful purple kit that Tracie's done. I don't know if it's got its name on here. I'll leave the details down below. Oh, it's stunning. Look at it. Absolutely stunning. Just a quick peek. I can't remember its name, but we'll link it down below for you. I'll be coming on to that next. So I got some scraps left over, so I put a little hole on there. So we've got one of those. And then this background, the orange background, when you've cut round your playing cards, you've got long strips like this. I've done this on 160 GSM, I think. It's just a bit more sturdy. You don't really want to be doing it on paper for these cards. It'd be too thin. So the scraps of that. So we're all for using the scraps, aren't we? I've made some little itty bitties. So we've got a touch of the orange. So we've got black, purple and orange. There's a little dangle. I've rounded the corners. And then I've got, I'm hoarding this washi tape. I've had it a long while and I just love it. It's got these. But, you know, the film, if you've heard of the film The Birds, black and white, Alfred Hitchcock, really scary. Birds freak me out anyway, than big ravens and the like. So I've put a bit of that on just to add to this scariness. So I think I'm going to make 6 just for the purpose of the video when it's sort of got things ready. Just make it a bit quicker. I love this one, this little, look, so cute. It's got a little jumper on this little skelly one. It's a little skeleton. I think it was my sister that used to call them skeletons. You know, when you're little and you can't quite say it right. I think she used to call them skeletons. So I'm going to have that one. I like this dude here. Look at him. He's got a touch of goldy orange in him as well. So I am drawn to him. Now, I don't know what it's like over in other countries, in Europe and in the States, but people tend to have a lot of Halloween parties here in the UK. It seems to be an excuse for everybody to get dressed up in fancy dress and go around scaring people. And the kids come round dressed up, knocking for trick-or-treating. So let me know if you do that over in the States. Now then, I've got, what have I chosen? I like, oh, look at him. Don't you think he's cool? It reminds me of one of them pop figures. I don't know, sugar pop figures, are they? A lot of booktubers have them for different characters out of books. So I'm going to have him. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. One of each now. Let's have a look. So there's plenty to choose from. Now that freaks me out. I couldn't use that one. That one with the doll face. Don't ask me why, it does. Scares me. Oh. Let's have a look. What have we got? I think this one. We've got her. Oh, we've got her there. Oh, we don't want same. We'll have this dude here. He's super cool. Sorry, I'm just cutting round off camera. So we'll have that one, and then we need another white backed one. Let's have a look what we've got on here. So you've plenty of choice. Oh, look at him. Green. We haven't got anything green. That's purple. He's more black. Shall we have him? It's between him and him. I think we'll have the green. We can't not have the green. So I'm going to cut him out. So this is just a nice heft. You could go up to 200 GSM if you want them that little bit thicker. But really these are thick enough. And it depends how many you're inviting to your party. You know, if you're inviting loads of people, there's more than enough to be making these for, you know, and send them to everybody. So let's get cracking. I thought what we'd do is we'll put the backs on first. Then we'll round the corners. So, oh look, we've got a nice selection of back colours. I didn't even look at the back, did I? So I've got my black soot, so I need to ink round it again, just because it didn't quite fit. I should have made it the right size, but I was a bit dictated by the size of these little stamps that I have. So I hope you're all doing well. I thought I would start early with the Halloween stuff. Gives you plenty of time then to be making things and to get your invites out. I think they've got like a big Halloween thing going on across the road from us at the park that's been advertised. So I think that's, we'll have a nip across there. Right. I don't like this bone fold. I need to look for a different one. My favourite one was on the end of this and it snapped. So that one. That's already inked. I mean, you can print these off if you have got a computer. You can, you know, just write them in Word and print them off. But I just thought this gave a nice little extra touch, stamping it first. Since I've had my nails done, I can't pick things up, you know. Well, I can't pick them up anyway. That is 2. So if you recall that Tracie did Creep on June, so she's got a little kit Creep on, which was all like little pieces of ephemera, bits and bobs, and we all took a day to do something. Now, unfortunately, my day, I was in hospital, so I couldn't do my day. But go and check out that as well, because there's all sorts of bits and bobs you can use. Now, the one that, the purple kit, Tracie has got a video out with how her thought process of how she was folding it to make it into a big folio. I struggle. Do you know, I don't know why I struggle following technical instructions. You wouldn't think so being a nurse, would you? But yeah, I do. And so I've made my own in my own style. But nowhere near anything like what Tracie's idea for it was. But that's the beauty, isn't it, with being able to, you can print it off as many times and you can just do what you want with it. So mine's slightly, well, it's probably a lot different. Because once you start saying part A goes with part C and wrap part B around, that's me. That's me done. So if you're a bit like me, don't worry, because you can do whatever you like with the kit. You don't have to make a folio. You can make a journal or whatever. So hopefully it will give you some ideas if you're a bit a technophobe like me, that the kit is so stunning. I mean, the graphics, you know, I mean, this is Tracie's forte, but the graphics are just beautiful. And so make whatever you like. Right, last one. Obviously can't count because I've got too many there. So I might send these. Not that we're going to have a party, but yeah. the kids might want to have a walk across the road with us, so I'll send them an invite. Oh, I've squished all the glue off now. There we go. Right, so that's that bit done. So it's quite easy, and I think they look really effective. Better than just saying, oh, are you coming to my party? It's nice to give somebody, to give them a proper invitation, especially one that you've made yourself. I think they look really nice. Right, I'm going to round the corners then of these, so that I'm doing it on the 7mm, because that's just I think that's just a nice size for these. 10 I think they're too big. So we'll just round our corners off. Oh, I love him, he's cute. You noticed I'm picking all the cute ones. Don't like if they're too scary. I really don't like horror films. I remember going to see The Exorcist, which was out about 1978 or something. And there were a lot of films out then, a lot of horror films at the cinema. I think there was a Amityville Horror and Carrie and all those. Oh, and I don't like them. I don't like horror films. I still used to go with my friends because it weren't cool not to. I got my eyes closed half of the time. Yeah, I can watch all these gory crime things. And that doesn't bother me. It's just these sort of psychological horror type things where you think somebody's going to jump out on your round corner. So I think Tracie's done her job. If they creep you out, then the creep on playing cards are doing the job, aren't they? Oops. Sometimes the 7mm, if you've cut them out a bit dodgy, you haven't quite got your corners square. Sometimes they're a bit difficult. Right, so that's that bit done. Let's assemble our dangles. So I've got these lovely purple bulb pins just from Amazon, some a set in a box. So it is a bit like a mass make, isn't it, really? I've still got this, again, I got this handmade paper. That was from Amazon as well. I didn't get it last year. It was the year before, I think. I did 12 days of Stitchmas last year. Year before, the 12 days of Kitmas. So I actually made a folio with this handmade paper. And I really like it. And actually, you know, it's a little bit more expensive, but it, you know, it does last. Let's put that one. I like that's got a star on it. And a little orangey one there. I mean, you could put some, if you got some purple or black lace, that sort of thing, you could put that on your dangle as well. Just use the smaller hole if you do it using your crocodile. I don't know if I put a hole on that one. Yeah. I've got a habit of getting stuck the little ones. Is that it? So we've done one, so we need 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one. 5. There we go. Right, so that's those. Now, crocodile, where are you? Small. My smallest setting. Now, it's entirely up to you where you put. I'm putting it at the top because if it be in a journal, I'd probably put it nearer the bottom. But I think the top is a good place because then it can dangle down the card. Right middle of this spider's web. And I'll just clear that out. Oh, okay. Right, bit of washi. Now the other thing that you can do is, I think it's nice just to do your edging because it's a bit white. As you know, I'm not a big inker, but I think something like this looks better for being inked around it. Yes, I do. I'll go around and do them in a minute then. Let's have these birds. Let's have these horrible black birds on there. Have you ever seen that film? I mean, I'm showing my age now. Anybody that's quite young won't know what I'm on about. But the birds, and with it being in black and white, was so much more eerie. And I'll put that on there. There's all these birds on this like line. Oh, I mean, now they'd laugh at it. Wouldn't be scary for it. Wouldn't be scary for them nowadays, would it? I mean, you look at films like The Exorcist. I mean, I didn't like it at all, but you look at them sort of films and you think, how ridiculous. At the time, we're like hiding behind our hands at the cinema and don't sleep. I think we'll have that bird there. Okay, so I'm just going to ink round them, put the dangles on, and that's them done. So honestly, if you've got 20 people coming, you can just mass make it like this, and I think they look effective. And I think people, if they see that you've made the effort to do some handmade invitations, they think, oh, we're going to, sometimes people get sent invites to several. It's like Christmas parties and the like. But if they think you've made the effort to do a bit of your own invites, have I done these? Have I been around them? I don't think I have. I've lost my train of thought trying to talk at the same time. I can tell I've not been around them because I can still see the white on those. So, I love them. Absolute stunning job, Tracie. Queen of Graphics. See what I mean? That's just a scrap, and I mean, easy to use those. Right. Let's put a dangle on them all. Mind of their own, these dangles. I feel like I want to party now, just so I can make more of these. I'll put a black one and a black one, a cream one. Cream one that side. Ah, love, 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 love those. Look at that. Last one. Right, there you have it. That's my little design team project for Tracie Fox Creative. I will leave all the links as usual down below, all the other lovelies that's in her team and the kits, and obviously there's more to come because I'm going to do something with the purple kit. I love those. I'd be really happy to have one of those in the post. So thank you for joining me and take care out there. I'll see you next time. Bye for now. Hi, I'm just quickly back because I've had a little play and I've made a little Velcro pocket to put our invites in. So cut yourself a strip of 3 out of the others, like so. And then I've rounded the corners, fold them. So get your card, one of your cards, put that in the middle, okay, and fold it over like so. Then I'm going to do a little 7mm. Oops, what's happened with that? I didn't. I just burnish it down a bit more. I think that's why it didn't want to cut it level. No, don't know why. We'll just round that bit off by hand. Okay, and then the same with this side. There, and then we're going to ink. So we've got all this in the middle, haven't we? So we're going to ink that up where you would normally cut them out as individuals, like so. And then we're going to ink all the way around. I mean, you don't have to if you're not. I mean, I don't ink every project, but I like the look of it for this. There we go. And just make sure that your little dangle is inside. Okay, like so. Okay, just ink that up a bit more. Right, we're going to get some Velcro dots. I mean, you can use magnets or you can tie around, whatever, but I've got Velcro dots, so it's a matter of placing 2 sides of the dot on. Now, I find it easier to put the dots together first. I find that that's the easiest way to get your placement, so that, let me put it on a bit better than that. It's not quite exact on top of the furry bits. There you go. And I think I've put that slightly over there too much. Need it more there. Okay. And then press it down so that you've got it in the right place. I mean, for me, that's just a little bit out, but I'm rushing it so I can get this video done for you quick to go with the other bit as it's loading. Just a bit of black ink on the top of the Velcro, your little card inside, your Velcro dot. Just going to snip that off because it's just hanging over the edge. And there you have it. There you have it. You've got a cute little envelope now to put your cards in. Velcro dot, the invitation in the middle. Okay? Right. Okay then. It properly is goodbye this time. Bye.